The training tonight is a very exclusive training that has never been done before. And all I know is if I can go back in time, I wish this was the first training I saw. Why? Because it's going to cover every single basis of not only what to do, but more importantly, why to do it. And it's going to help us understand the reality of the way everything is and what we need to do to go out there and take our business to the next level. And there's no better person to share this information than this next gentleman. Because why? Because he's already done it. Not only has he already done it, but he's helped a lot of people do it. How many of you can agree that a lot of times we go out there and we learn from people that seem to have all the answers but none of the results? How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like they have an opinion about everything, but they have nothing. And most people, here's what happens. They're like travel agents. How many of you guys have ever worked with a travel agent before? Isn't it safe to say that sometimes a travel agent has never even been to the destination they're booking for you? True or not true? You say, hey, where do I want to go? This is how you get there. Good luck. Let me know how it goes, right? But this gentleman is not a travel agent. This gentleman's a tour guide. What does that mean? That means not only has this gentleman got to the destination, not only does he know how to get there, he's been there himself, but he's helped a lot of people go there. And tonight, not only is he going to share with you how to get there, he's going to share with you his journey on how he got there, and he's going to share with you the shortcuts to not only get there fast, but more importantly, to appreciate the scenery along the way. How many of you guys are excited to hear from this training? Say, aye. Aye. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman's going to go out there and make it happen. He's going to make it happen for you. So help me welcome to the front of the room the man, the myth, the legend, seven-figure ring earner, Mr. Timothy Herr.
What is going on? You guys need to calm down a little bit. Man, everybody's too jacked. What a group, man. What a group. Can you give yourselves a round of applause, you guys, for being champions? Wow. You guys are fired up tonight. And I am really excited about what we're going to be sharing tonight. This is going to be some information that's really going to slingshot your momentum right now like never before. Tonight's event, you guys, is going to really set forth in motion the momentum that's really going to catapult your success to the next level. Tonight, I'm so excited about the training that we're going to be sharing with you because it's really going to help all of you tonight really say, hey, look, you know what? Now is the time more than ever before. But before we obviously get into the training, tonight, you guys had an amazing front part of the event today. Julian Doan did an amazing job. Can we put our hands together right now for Mr. Julian Doan, doing a phenomenal job. Wow. Wow. And how many of you tonight are ready to learn about how you can become a seven-figure ring earner and make seven figures in this company? If you are, say aye. Tonight, man, we are going to be sharing this information. I'm excited to be able to share it with you. But before we dive into this information, I want to share with you some information I think is very important. And what it has to do with is what's happening in America today. Now, everybody agrees, nobody disagrees. This is America, the land of what? Opportunity. You guys see that? So in the land of opportunity, here's what's happening for your notes. This is actually in your fill in the blank. But out of 100 people in America, okay, up at age 65, what happens to people? After 40 years of working, okay, 1% of the people in America today. Now, America, the land of wealth and abundance. Would you agree or disagree? I mean, let's talk about it, right? We're talking about how to become wealthy, right? Everybody says, hey, look, you know what? I want to become a ringer and I want to become successful with this opportunity. Well, you know what? Becoming a millionaire with this opportunity is going to put you in a separate class, okay? It's going to put you in a separate class. So realize the fact that, guess what? After 40 years of working, people fall into these categories. 1% of people become wealthy. 1% of people in America today at age 65 are wealthy. Wealthy meaning they have an abundance of money. They talk about it all the time. What are they saying? The top 1%, okay? 4% of the people are financially free. Financial freedom. Is everyone with me on this so far? Yeah. Financial what? Freedom. So 4% of the people in America today, they've had the opportunity to get into a category called financial freedom. 5% of the people, for your notes, 5% of the people are what we call, guess what? Still working. Now, these people aren't working because they want to. They're working because they what? They have to. They have to work, okay? Ooh, we're making it a little romantic. Didn't know we were going to do that. Oh, man, this is beautiful. So 5% of the people are still what? Perfect. 36% of the people in America today at age 65 are dead, okay? And 54% of the people in America today at age 65 are in debt. Basically, they're broke. So here's what happens. 1% of the people are wealthy, 4% are financially free, 5% are still what? Working. 36% of the people are what? Dead. And 54% of the people are what? In debt, man. So when you look at it, you have to ask yourself, what do you think happens to people? Do you think that the 5% of the people that are wealthy and financially independent, do you think that they became successful because of it just happened? Usually it's because they had a plan. The 95% of the people, it's not like they planned on failing. Would you agree with that? It's not like someone said, hey, look at this plan. Tell me if you think this plan designed for me to become a failure is going to work. Do you guys get this? So they didn't plan to fail and they didn't fail to plan. What happened is their plan failed. And what their plan typically looks like of the 95% is it looks a little bit like this. Okay, now this isn't in your notes, so you might want to kind of understand. Most people, they have a place they live called home. Would you guys agree with that? Yes. And then they have a place that they work. True or not true? True. I used to work at a company called Boomers. Are you guys with me on this so far? I worked at Boomers, and I wasn't making my goals and dreams become reality. How many of you tonight in this room have ever been to Boomers? Yes. You at least drove by it, right? So I used to work on turn 6 for Thunder Road. So what happens to most people is basically they have a place they live, they call that place what? Home. And they have a place they work, they call that place what? Work. And what happens is they go basically to what? Work. And then they go what? They go home. And then they go what? To work. And then they go what? They go home. And then they go to what? They're doing this home, work. They're just going back and forth. This is the plan of the 95%ers. And then they go to what? They go out, maybe a bar. Would you guys agree with that? Right? Maybe they go to the bar. Maybe they go to a game of golf. You know what I'm saying? Something on Friday night, Saturday, whatever, during the weekend, and they just kind of escape. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Yeah. Right? And then after the bar, for me anyways, when I worked at Boomers, after the club, man, then, I would go home, but it would take me a little bit longer to get there. Would you guys agree with that? Yeah. So this is the plan of the 95% club. If you guys understand, right now, this is what most people are doing. They're basically going homework. And they're doing that over and over and over again. I tell people all the time that I worked at Boomers for 1 year, but I really only worked at Boomers for 1 day, and I duplicate that day every day for a year. Are you guys with me on this? So realizing if you want to become wealthy, you've got to do something different. If you want to have something different, you got to what? Do something what? Different. If you do what everybody else does, you're going to get what everybody else gets. Yes, yeah. So a lot of you right now, you're looking at this business. A lot of you are brand new, or maybe this is your first time. And you're saying, man, I'm excited. I want to make this thing happen. You're saying to yourself, look, you know what? I want to become a success. I want to make my dreams and goals happen. How do I do it? What do I need to do? How does this thing work? Okay, well, we have to look. This is what the 95% of the people in America are doing. The 5% of the people in America today, basically what they're doing is you got the CEO president, and you got all the people that at the top of the companies are the ones making all the what? Money. Nowadays, you've got the employees aren't even employees, they're just temps. You guys see that? So if you want to be successful, I mean, it kind of looks like this. Would you guys agree with that? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So this is what the 5% do is the 5% of the people 5% of the people are the CEOs of the presidents. You guys get that? Those are the people at the top of the companies, usually the owners. Would you guys agree with that? Yeah. So if you want to make a lot of money, you've got to own your own what? Business, right? So what happens, the reason why Seacret works, and I want to get into this, because tonight, we're talking about becoming successful. Would you guys agree with that? Yeah. We're talking about living your dreams. Okay? Now here's the deal. How big is your dream? How many of you guys in this room have big dreams? If you do, say aye. Aye. Everybody's got big dreams. Would you agree with that? Yeah. No one's coming around here saying, hey, check out my, my little dreams. You guys see that? So you got big dreams, right? How many of you guys have dream vacations you'd like to take? Yes. Yeah, right? Okay. Now, so maybe you have maybe you want to go to what? Maybe you want to go to Bora Bora. Would you guys agree with that? Right? How many of you guys have got some dream cars that you would like to get? How many of you guys have got? Right? Maybe you want to get you don't want to get a brand new car. Maybe you want to get like a Ferrari, or maybe you're a big car person. Would you guys agree with that? All right. Some of you tonight, maybe you have a house that you want to be able to get. Maybe a giant mansion. Would you guys agree with that? Right? This one right here, is obviously Hugh Hefner's house, right? So I think he's already got dibs on that one. I don't know if that one's up for sale or not, but you get the picture, right? Everybody here tonight, you guys have dreams, yes or yes? There's nobody in this room tonight that doesn't have dreams. Everybody's got dreams. How many of you maybe want to retire maybe a relative? How many of you maybe want to retire your mom? Yes. How many of you would like maybe to retire your father? Yes. right? Or maybe your wife or your husband. Maybe, be able to make sure that, you maybe retire yourself. How many of you have got dreams? If you've got dreams, say, I got dreams. I got dreams. Me too, man. I got some dreams too, right? And my dreams are coming to reality right now because my dream is to help you become wealthy. Do you guys see that? So it's fun because I get to make my dreams happen, okay? Now, if this represents the size of our dreams, the problem is this little box over here would represent the size of our money. Is everyone with me on this? So what should naturally happen is, guess what? Your dreams should grow. I mean, your income should grow to match your what? Dreams. So your income should what? Grow to match your dreams. So that's what should happen. Unfortunately, that's not what does happen. For most people, is their dreams just shrink down and match their income. Wow. They say, man, you know what? A Ferrari's nice, but hey, look, you know what? An Accord is a pretty nice vehicle as well. People say, man, you know what? I would love to go to Tahiti, but hey, look, you know what? Vegas is not that bad either. Would you agree? Right? So people are like, man, I'd love to retire my mom, but she is pretty good at what she does. Would you guys agree? So what happens is, guess what? People just shrink their dreams down. Do you guys see that? Right? And I'm telling you that you've got to turn it around. You've got to make your income grow. And how do you do that? You've got to do something different if you want to have something what? Different. So how does our business work? You guys all know, right? You got to realize that J. Paul Getty was one of the first documented billionaires, if not the first documented billionaire in the country. And J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1%, this is for your notes, I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people rather than 100% of my own efforts. This is for your notes, okay? On that piece of paper that we passed out, you want to write this down. I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. What's that? What is he saying there? You got to work smarter, not work harder. See, our whole life we taught work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard. Okay? I like to work hard. Not because I have to, because I feel good. People always say, man, you know what? You work so hard. Like, I do it because I'm selfish. I feel good when I work hard. Do you guys see it? I do it for a very selfish reason. I feel good when I work hard. When I just sit on my butt all day long and I don't accomplish anything, guess how I feel? Not good. So I like to feel good. Do you guys see that? How do I feel good? By achieving. Do you guys see that? By setting the tone, by setting the tempo, by going all out. It makes me feel good. Why? Because you feel good when you produce. I like what Jim Rohn says. If you want to become happy, you've got to learn how to produce. See that? So we've got to live a productive life, okay? Because it makes us feel good. But at the same time, guess what? It doesn't mean if you work hard, you're going to be successful. Most of the time, it actually means that you're not. Because you're working somewhere where, guess what? The best thing that can happen to you is not much. How hard would I have to work at Boomers to become wealthy? I'm telling you guys, it's impossible. It's not even designed for that. So my mentor asked me when I got involved in business, he says, Tim, what's your dream? And I said, hey, look, you know what? I've got a lot of dreams. He goes, well, would you like to become wealthy? I said, yeah. He goes, where do you work right now? I said, I work at Boomers. He said, boy, did someone slip you a stupid pill? I go, why? He goes, because what you want's not available, what you're doing. I go, what do you mean? He goes, prime example, this would be what? What's your favorite food? I said, I like pizza. He goes, would you go to Starbucks and ask him for a slice of pizza? And I go, no. And he goes, why? And I go, because it's not available there. He goes, exactly. He goes, see, what you want is not available what you're doing. If you want to have a different result, you got to do something what? Different. So if you do what everybody else does, you get what everybody else gets. People get involved in our business and they say, hey, this is a little different. Good. We're talking about making 7 figures here. Talking about becoming wealthy. Do you think it's going to be different? Did J. Paul Getty think differently? Yeah. That's the reason why he's got that big museum. Do you guys see that? They don't build big museums of losers. Would you agree with that? Right? You guys see what I'm saying, right? They're not going to build a giant museum of somebody that was a failure. So if you want to be a failure, all you got to do is, guess what? Listen to what? Failures. If you want to be like J. Paul Getty, you might want to start what? Listening to him. You see how smart that is? J. Paul Getty, billionaire. One of the first billionaires ever. Says, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of my own efforts. Is that good advice? Yes. Working smarter, not working what? harder. But see, most of you guys, you'd rather listen to your broke neighbor. You see it? You know what? My broke friend that works at, at the grocery store said that this business is stupid. You see what I'm saying? It's like I don't take advice from people that don't have what I want. And I'm not talking about just money. I take financial advice from rich people, but it doesn't mean I'm going to take all advice from them. I know a lot of rich people that are jerks, but I know a lot of broke people that are jerks too. You see what I'm saying? So I'll take money advice from somebody that's rich, but I might not take, how to become a great person. You understand? I get that advice from somebody that's a great person. So people can be good at one area and not good at all. Most of the time, people take advice from people that are good at one thing, and they think they're good at everything. Just because my mom can make a mean peanut butter jelly sandwich doesn't mean I'm going to take financial advice from her. Do you guys see that? Right? So I take advice from people that guess what? Give me a prime example. Kobe Bryant. How many of you guys would agree with me? Kobe's a pretty good basketball player. Whether you're a Laker fan or Clipper fan or whatever fan, you have to agree with me that the guy's pretty talented, yeah? Yes. Right? So here's the deal. If he came in here and gave us advice on basketball, would it be smart or stupid to listen to him? Smart. See that? But if he came in here teaching us how to have a long-term relationship with your wife, would it be a good idea? You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If Tiger Woods came in here and said, hey guys, I got some good ideas on golf, would it be a good idea to pull up? If you want to get good at golf, would it be a good idea to listen to him? Yes. You see how that works? Now, let me ask you this question. If he came in here giving you relationship advice, would it be a good idea to avoid that information? You actually might want to learn from him. My mentor said, he goes, a lot of people, they only learn from people that are successes. He goes, sometimes you got to learn from a failure. You see what I'm saying? If Tiger Woods is like, hey, let me give you some relationship advice, I would actually grab a journal and start taking notes. Tell me exactly what you did so I don't do it. You see what I'm saying? So don't just take advice from people that have what you want. Also, right, you don't take advice, but you pay attention to people that are broke. You know somebody that's broke, okay? Ask them, hey, how'd you get so broke? Do you guys see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Not that you want to do what they did, you want to avoid what they did. Would you guys agree with that? Yes. So J. Paul Getty, 1% of 100 people's efforts. Good idea to listen to J. Paul Getty when it comes to making money? Yes. Yeah, the guy had a lot of areas in his life that were flawed, but guess what? When it comes to making money, the guy knew what he's talking about. So you take financial advice from people that know about finances. You see that? Okay, it's kind of common sense. Now, the key to becoming wealthy, guys, is understanding what? Numbers. I give you the prime example. If you double a penny every day for 30 days, what happens? Day 1, you're looking at 1 cent, obviously. By day 5, you're looking at 16 cents for your notes. For your notes, you're looking at on day 5, how much? 16. By day 10, you're up to $5.12. $5 and how much? 12 cents. That's at day 10. Day 15, you're up to $163.84. $163.84. Day 20, you're $5,242.88. Day 25, you're at $167,772.16. And at day 30, you're at over 5.3 million. Doubling a penny every day for what? 30 days. But see, most people, guess what happens? Most people don't understand this. Most people understand, hey, look, you know what? I've been doing this business for 7 days and I'm at 64 cents. It's not working. Maybe my broke neighbor was right. Do you guys see it? The key is guess what? You got to keep on keeping on. That's where faith comes in. That's where experience comes in. I'm blessed enough to be able to do this business for 18 years. So I already know what's going to happen. I already know what the future holds. Why? Because I've done this for a long time. So I already know. But guess what? You're new in this. Some of you have never done this before. Maybe some of you have never made $1 million a year. So you're like, man, I don't know exactly what to do. Good news is we'll show you. But you got to put your faith and confidence in us so we can help you get there. You got to realize that if I help you make more money, I make more money. That's the deal. But guess what? Doesn't matter anyways. You understand? Because you get to a point where too much is too much. Do you guys see that? If you had $7 million in the bank or you had $8 million in the bank, would that extra million make you happier? No, it's not about the money, man. For me, I'm addicted to it. I'm addicted to changing people's lives. I'm addicted to adding value to people. I just love doing it. Yeah, how much I get paid to coach football? Nothing. Nothing. You know how much I invest? A ton. Tons. Why? Because it's my passion. I love doing it. I love adding value to people's lives. That's me. Maybe you're not into that. Whatever you're into, guess what? Money's going to give you the ability to be able to do a lot more of it. Do you see that? Some of you right now, man, you like to party. We're going to make you so much money, you're going to end up dead. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. No, I'm serious. Here's the deal. You got to also understand you got to grow. You understand you have to change. Because you give an idiot a bunch of money, man, now you have an idiot with a bunch of money. You have a guy that's used to drinking Budweiser upgrading to Heineken. You know what I'm saying? Upgrading to some crazy stuff, and the guy's, dead in 5 years. I'm telling you guys, I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen with my own eyes, man. So here's the deal. I want you to become a better person. But you don't care about that. Okay, but here's the deal. I'm going to help you get there anyways. See it? I'm going to help you get there anyways. Why? Because I'm going to weave my philosophy into you. I'm going to teach you how I live. And you're going to start going, hey, you know what? I think that's good. And then you're going to start, guess what? Helping people, man. And what's going to happen is you're going to fall in love with it. And you're going to go, oh, my God, this is so much better. I love helping people. You're going to get addicted to helping people. Why? Because that's what happened to me. And it's going to happen to many of you too. So here's the deal. We have to stay the course. We had to realize that, guess what? After 15 days, it's only worth $163. So you have to keep on. You have to have the vision. Everybody help me out and say vision. That's what you have to have. So let's get rich and move forward. Here's the thing we have to keep in mind as we look at this business. Secret, it's all about what? Customers. Let me explain something to you guys. How you become wealthy. Okay, let me help you guys wrap your head around this. How you become wealthy is a bunch of people that are using the product that are falling in love. That's how you become wealthy in this business. That's the deal. If you have a customer base of 50,000 people that are every single month on a preferred customer program, and every month, man, they're just using the products without fail, how you doing? If you have 50,000 customers, how you doing? You're doing great, man. Let me ask you this question. What does Nike want? Customers. Nike wants what? Customers. Target wants what? Customers. Seacret wants what? Customers. Now, how we acquire those customers is different. Why? Because they just pay you and I a lot of money. Instead of spending advertising dollars, they just redirect that money to us. I could explain it to you guys in a lot more detail if I had time. But here's what I want you to understand. You just got to realize they want customers. I want customers. You understand? That's what I want. Now, I don't want to go out and get them. Do you guys get that? I don't want to go out there and get 50,000 customers myself. Do you understand? That's called a recipe for disaster. Because I'm not going to get really solid customers because they're not my family and friends. My family and friends, guess what? My family and friends are going to buy the products from who? Me. Why? Because they're my family and what? Friends. Would you rather support me? Or would you rather support, someone over at, what are you using now? You see what I'm saying? You're going to use products what? Anyways, why wouldn't you want to support your family? Does that make sense? Think, guys. That's how it works. People are going to be buying products anyways. They might as well buy them from you because they're your family and friends. And now, here's the deal. You build a big distribution network and everybody's got a bunch of customers and it's all loyal, sticky customers. Everybody help me out and say sticky. Sticky. That's the deal, man. You want a sticky customer base. What's a sticky customer base look like? Your family and what? Friends. Not, knocking on doors. Not standing in front of Target. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Trying to rub products on everybody you see. Do you understand, you guys? It's about having sticky customers. That's the reason why they moved into this. They moved out of, guess what they were doing before and moved into this method of marketing. They were doing the kiosk sales, man. And people buy the products because they love them, but it's about having a sticky customer. And that's what network marketing provides, a sticky customer base. So how do we do it? And now here's the deal. How does that benefit you and I? Let me show you how it works, okay? This is you. You're the boss. Everybody help me out and say, I'm the boss. I'm the boss. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, man. Okay? Now here's what happens. Imagine you had two friends. Do you guys see that? If you had a friend and a family member, is everyone with me so far? Okay? right? And then they introduce it to a couple people, and you start to introduce it to a couple people. What happens is you're building a distribution network. These are people that are all making what? Money. Who do you know that wants to make what? Money. But here's the deal. It starts off with, guess what? Those first what? The first what? 2. That's the most important, right? And then guess what? Then you start to duplicate. You start to teach and train and duplicate. And if you brought in 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 5, 12, 1,024, 2,048, you go this team 4,096. You're building, these are all agents that want to make money. They want to make what? Money. How many of you want to make a lot of money? If you do, say aye. Aye. Guys, that's what we're talking about. So here's the deal. If you're making 10 to 15% of your lesser volume leg, here's what your teams will look like. Your PCs by level. You're looking at over 16,000 PCs if everybody's acquiring on average 4. 16,000 preferred customers. How many? 16,000. Ooh. Do you guys see how smart that is? Imagine having 16,000. If you add it all together, it's over 25,000. If you have 25,000 on your left, 25,000 on your right, you are now a crown. And you make a $1 million one-time bonus. Plus the other income that you're making, which is, you've maxed out the comp plan, trust me. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. How many of you want to become wealthy? If you do, say aye. Aye. What would you do with it when you do become wealthy? Can you visualize that? So now we know exactly what we want. We want to make a lot of what? Money. We want to make a lot of what? Money. How do we do it? Let's talk about it, okay? Here's what we have to understand. A journey of 1,000 miles, okay? A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. Wow. And that was, Lao Tzu. I think I said that wrong. It's all good. The key is to understand the philosophy. What's the philosophy, man? The first step is the most important step. The first what? Step is the most important what? Step. That's the deal. How do you become wealthy? Take a step in the right direction. See, you can't change your destination overnight. How many of you guys would like to wake up tomorrow and be a millionaire tomorrow when you wake up? Be pretty sweet, right? You don't change your destination overnight. What you do is, guess what? You change your direction. And then you've got to stay on course. So let's talk about it, okay? Here's what we got to realize. The key to this business right here is right here. This is called becoming a what? Superstar. The superstar, man. The foundation. Someone's like, I want to become a millionaire. Well, let's reduce it down to what we've got to do. It's that first 2. That's the deal. So everybody wants to think about, somewhere over the rainbow, man. This is what I want to accomplish. That's great. But let's break it down to what the first step is. Become superstar eligible by getting a premium or special agent set. Personally enroll 2 agents, one on your left, one on your right, that are both superstar eligible, okay, because they got a premium or special agent set. And they get how many preferred customers? 4. Now, all that has to happen within a 28-day time frame. And how much? 28 days. If it happens within 28 days, you become a what? Superstar. Now, if it happens within your first 28 days, you're going to earn a total of $500 plus your star bonus of 15, so a total of $515. Now, if it happens, maybe 4 months down the road, you do it within a 28-day time frame, you're still going to earn a $100 bonus, plus you're going to earn a recruiting bonus of 80, 160, plus you're also going to, guess what, earn that $15 bonus, you're going to earn $275. Now, realize, hopefully tonight, no one's jacked out of their mind about $275. Hopefully tonight, no one's jacked out of their mind about, guess what, $515. We want to make a lot of money. But how do you make a lot of money is you start with the first step. And then you basically will teach you tonight exactly what happens from there. So how many of you understand the first step is called becoming a what? Superstar. It's called becoming a what? Superstar. So guess what we've got to do? We've got to go out there and get you to what? Superstar. Right when? Now. That's the deal. Now how do we do it? We have to understand, okay? Here's what you have to realize. In order for you to experience a breakthrough, you have to look at where it starts at, okay? Right here, you guys, the first step right here for your notes is called attitude. It's called what? Attitude. It starts off with your attitude. Because let me ask you this question. How many of you have the potential to become wealthy? Yes. Everybody can, okay? So here's the deal. We have this unlimited potential as human beings, okay? We have unlimited potential. How much potential? Unlimited. How much potential? Unlimited. You and I have got unlimited potential to do incredible things. Here's the deal. In order to unlock that potential, you've got to look at your what? Attitude. Your attitude is either going to help you unlock that potential or get you to waste that potential. It's your attitude, man. If you have the right attitude, you're going to unlock the potential. If you have bad attitude, you're going to what? Waste the potential. So what are you going to do? Here's the thing. Here's what we have to realize is guess what? The potential that you have is going to, whether you go for the activity or not, it's going to be determined by if you unlock your potential. All the steps required to become a superstar are very simple. Everybody tonight that's in this room can do it. It's not about can or can't. It's about will or won't. And the will or won't comes down to your attitude. Comes down to your attitude. And a lot of your attitude has to do with association. We don't have time to talk much about it tonight, but just understand. You hang around the wrong people, you're going to be, guess what, the wrong person too. You understand this is how it works. So here's the deal. If you have a good attitude, you're going to unlock the potential. If you unlock the potential, you're going to take the right activity. Now here's the deal. Okay? If you take the right activity, guess what? If you take the right activity, you're going to get the what? Results, man. And the results is going to strengthen your what? Attitude. Now, if you're not getting the results, a lot of times people think, oh man, I need to take more activity. I need more activity, I need more activity, I need more activity. No, you don't. You need to go to where the focus is, man. It's you. It's the person in the mirror. It's about making sure that you clearly understand exactly what has to happen in order for you to make a lot of what? Money. What does it have to do with? Okay, here's the deal. First thing I'm going to share with you tonight, you guys, this information is going to touch many of your lives. Now, here's the deal. Is you have to ask yourself a question. It's how bad do you want to win? How bad do you want to be successful? How many of you tonight, you want to become wealthy bad if you do say aye? Aye. That's the deal. So here's the deal. You've got to have that right attitude if you want to unlock your potential. You've got the ability to do it, but it comes down to your mindset. It comes down to your attitude. So tonight, for your notes, okay, here's what it says, the 9 proven principles on why everyone is now saying, I want to rank advanced and superstar more than ever before. Okay, now here's the deal. I want to right now, everybody saying, look, I want to rank advanced and superstar right now before pay period deadline. Why are they saying that? Number one is this, because everyone knows that right now, guess what? We've got to focus in. Now, this is how you become wealthy. Do you understand that you've got to focus in on what it takes to win? We have to understand that, guess what? Every time a brand new agent gets started, for your notes, the number one thing is we got to develop your 28-day testimonial. So everybody's got a 28-day success testimonial when they get in. Now, guess what? We've got to help them develop that. Imagine you get involved in Seacret, and guess what happens? Your first 28 days, you become a superstar. Now, guess what? Some of you right now, you're not going to do it within your first 28 days. Maybe you're outside that window anyways. Let's get it done right when? Now. Right when? Now. If you've already outside that window, guess what? Now's the time. Let's make it happen right when? Now, if you're brand new, perfect. We've got to create your success testimonial. We've got to get you to superstar. Now, people go, man, I want to become a superstar so I can come to the superstar meeting at your house. This Saturday morning, we're going to be doing a superstar meeting at my house. Now, here's the deal. You've got to be a superstar in order to attend. So we got to get you to superstar right when? Now. Here's the deal. We've got to get you there right now. You can make it happen right now. But you've got to recognize the fact that, guess what? Our focus is to develop your 28-day success testimonial. Okay? Now, that's reason number one. Now, this is number two. This is out of the 9 proven principles on why everyone is saying right now, I want to rank advanced to superstar before pay period deadline. Pay period deadline is Sunday at what time? 11:59 p.m. So we got to get you to guess what? Superstar before Sunday night, 11:59. Why? So we can get that check released to you right away. Okay, here's the deal. Here's the reason why everybody's saying it. Number 2 is this. Okay, here's the deal. People do what you do, not what you what? Say. The speed of the pack is determined by the lead dog, and guess what? You're the lead dog of your organization. Right now, some of you are like, I don't even have a team, man. Yeah, but you are. You're going to have a team, and you're going to have a monster organization, and the speed of that organization is going to be determined by the person in the mirror. The person that's sitting in your chair, wearing your clothes, thinking your thoughts. That's the most important person we need to go to work on. So here's the deal. Now, number 2 reason is, guess what? The speed of the pack, okay? Speed of the pack is determined by the lead what? Dog. The lead what? Dog. Okay, who's the lead dog of the organization? If you are, say aye. Aye. That's you, okay? So let's get rich and move forward. Here's number 3, very powerful. This is for your notes, okay? This is out of the 9 proven principles on why everyone is now saying, I want to rank advanced to superstar before pay period deadline. Why are you saying, hey, look, you know what? I want to rank advanced before pay period deadline, Sunday night, midnight, right? I want to get that testimonial created. Here's the reason why, okay? You will be convinced, okay? You'll convince yourself 100% that you're going to become wealthy in secret. You're going to know, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to know without a shadow of a doubt in your mind, once you become a superstar, then guess what? You're going to be able to become wealthy. Why? Because now all we got to do is copy and paste. Copy and what? Paste. Copy and what? Paste. Now we just got to duplicate. So the key is this, we've got to make sure that we make you a superstar. That's the deal. Once you become a superstar, you're going to be 100% convinced. You're going to know without a shadow of a doubt in my mind. You're going to say, look, you know what? I know I'm going to become wealthy with Seacret. I know I'm going to become a success at Seacret. I know that my goals and dreams are going to become a reality at Seacret because I'm a superstar. I'm a what? Superstar, man. That's the deal. We got to get you to superstar right when? That's the time, man. We're going to make it happen. Copy and paste, guys. Remember that. Copy and what? Paste. But you got to have the right activity to copy, and that right activity to copy is making you a what? Superstar. A what? Superstar, man. That's the starting point of all achievement. We've got to get you to superstar right now. So you've got to be saying, look, I'm going to rank advance to superstar right now. Now, number 4 for your notes. For your notes. This is out of the 9 proven principles on why everyone is saying right now, look, you know what? I'm rank advancing to superstar before pay period deadline. Okay? Number 4, this is for your notes. Number 4 is becoming a superstar gives you a bulletproof vest against toxic dream stealers. Okay? And a success shield against snipes. And the snipe is someone that's susceptible to negative influence of other people. You're going to have that shield. You're going to have, guess what? You're going to have that bulletproof vest. Because negative people are out there, man. Because the last thing that your friends want to see you have happen is you to become wealthy beyond imagination, and guess what? It not happen for them. So they're going to tell you, hey, look, you know what? Those things don't work. You can't make it happen. I've tried one of those before, blah, blah, blah. They're going to give you every excuse in the book to try to deter you from becoming wealthy. Why? Because when you become wealthy, you become a constant reminder to them of what a failure they are. Yeah. How do I know, you guys? Because I'm living it. Do you guys see it? But here's the deal, you guys. Guess what? The most important person is, guess what? You and your family. So we've got to make you wealthy no matter what. That's the deal. You will be that constant reminder, man. I'm telling you right now. People think of you, oh my God, that's my rich friend. You see that? Here's the deal. Here's the deal, man. We're doing it what? Anyways, man. We're doing it what? Anyways. We're getting rich what? Anyways. This is your life, man. It's not a dress rehearsal. Just, obviously, you know that. So here's the deal. Toxic dream stealers, man. What are those negative people, man? Toxic dream snipes, man. Susceptibility of negative influence of other people. Stay away from those bad boys. Okay, but here's the deal. That's the reason why everyone wants to become a superstar before pay period deadline. They're saying, hey, look, you know what? I'm rank advancing a superstar before pay period deadline because guess what? I want to have a shield against negative people. Because you can't beat documentation. Somebody can say, well, you know, I don't think nothing is going to work. You can say that all day long, but guess what? You can't debate me. Let's go to the bank. You see what I'm saying? We already know, right? So it's like, dude, I'm not saying that. Look, guys, I'm an idiot. I never graduated high school. I'm not smart at all. I worked at Boomers. Anybody that would have had the same set of circumstances happen to them that happened to me would have the same, if not better, results. I know that. Anyone right now, tonight, that's in this room that would have the same thing happen to them that happened to me would have the same, if not better, results. If you were lucky enough to find a mentor that cared about helping people become wealthy, if you're lucky enough to find someone that was willing to sacrifice time away from their family to teach and train and coach you on how you can become wealthy, and all you had to do is follow the proven plan of information that he's sharing with you. And if you followed it, you'd be wealthy. That's all I did. Somebody's like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to become wealthy. And I'm like, okay. And I'm telling you, people call me naive. They call me stupid, whatever. I'm like, call me what you want, man, because being broke's not cool. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I took what? Action. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on tonight. But number 4, we got that bulletproof vest, okay? Now, for your notes, this is very valuable. This is out of the 9 proven principles on why right now everyone is saying, I'm going to rank advancing to superstar before pay period deadline. I'm rank advancing to superstar before pay period deadline. I'm making a decision right when. That's what everybody's saying. Look at this. Number 5 is establishing the right culture for your organization, okay? You are establishing the right culture for your organization. You establish the right culture. Why you want to do it is you want to establish the right culture for your organization. You want to establish that culture. See, a team's culture is established in its early days. Okay, once it's ingrained, it can be very difficult to change. So what happens is once you establish a culture, like give you the prime example, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Easter. Now, I'm not talking about the religious side of Christmas. I'm not talking about the religious side of Easter. I'm talking about the Easter bunny. Where did that guy come from? You see what I'm saying? What about Halloween, man? I'm serious. Like, imagine right now if we're going to start our own Halloween. What's the date, man? What is it? March what? 7th. March 7th, man. We're starting a new Halloween, man. It's crazy. Everyone, we're going to go get dressed up, and we're going to go out there, and we're going to knock on doors and get candy from people. But that's nuts. But they pulled it off. They pulled it off, man. They made it happen. And so establishing the culture is hard. Maintaining it is easy. Once you have a culture in your organization that everybody that gets started becomes a superstar, guess what happens? I'm telling you right now, when you establish that culture of where everybody in your organization and everybody on your team becomes a superstar, you guys, your dreams and goals get accelerated like never before. And I'm telling you right now, it's just like popping popcorn. You stick popcorn in the microwave, man, what happens the first minute? Nothing, man. Maybe one. It takes about 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes later, man, pop, 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 pop. See, you got to keep it in there long enough. You got to keep it in there long enough until it starts popping. That's the deal. We got to make sure that we get a culture in your organization. And I know at the beginning it's like, guess what? Riding a bicycle. Riding a bike, man, at the beginning it's hard. Why? Because you're exerting a lot of energy. Well, what happens if you don't pedal when you get on a bike? Yeah, you lose your equilibrium and you fall over. But if you're pedaling, guess what happens? You're going to move forward. Now, what happens once you're moving is that you don't have to pedal as hard. True or not true? Think, guys. Once you're moving, man, you just have to put a little pedal, little bit. But to get that ball rolling, man, you got to exert a lot of energy. So at the beginning, when you're the most vulnerable, why? Because you don't have any results yet, we're trying to establish a culture. So once we establish that culture for your organization, that everyone in your team that gets started, guess what? They start becoming superstars. Right when? Yeah. Now. Right when they get in, man, within 24, 40 hours, you start popping superstars like this. Why? Because everybody knows it's possible because everybody on your team's doing it. See how smart that is? So you want to establish that culture in your organization and people becoming a superstar. Right when? Yeah. Okay, here's the deal. This is out of the 9. By the way, this is out of the 9 proven principles on why everyone is saying, hey, look, you know what? I'm rank advancing a superstar before pay period deadline. I'm going to rank advance a superstar before pay period deadline. Number 6, success breeds success. Success breeds what? Success breeds success. Man, the best recruiting tool is success. The best recruiting tool is what? Success, man. You get that bonus, you get a nice, juicy $500 bonus, man, $515 bonus, man. You're brand new. Bam, you get that bonus of $515. Is it a little bit easier to say, hey, yeah, I got involved in this business, and, it's pretty cool. I made like $515, went to a couple, met with a couple people, and it was pretty cool. Maybe we should talk about it. More people are going to be like, hey, let's talk more about that information you're telling me about. Do you guys see it? Why? Because success breeds success, man. The best recruiting tool you can have is success. So we want to have success for you right when? Now. Okay, now realize, ladies and gentlemen, this is out of the 9 proven principles on why everyone right now said, I am rank advancing a superstar before pay period deadline. Right now, I'm doing it, okay? And number 7, oh God, I love this one. Number 7, out of that list, for your notes. Once you become a superstar, your success is now the North Star and the hope, okay? The North Star of hope and the lighthouse of possibilities for everyone. The lighthouse of possibilities for everybody. How many of you are ready to make it happen? If you are, say aye. Aye. That's the deal. So guess what? Once you become a superstar, your success is now a North Star of hope. Everybody's saying, look, you know what? If you can do it, guess what? I can do it. If you can make it happen, I can make it what? Happen. So now you're a lighthouse of possibilities. Look at that. You're a lighthouse of possibilities, and everybody can say, look, you know what? I can make it happen too. I can become a success too. Why? Because I know if you can, I can. If you can what? I can. That's the deal. We got to make it happen right when? Right when? This is the time. Right now is the time, man. We are going on an all-out mission to make it happen for you. So here's the deal. What do we have to look at? Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand something. This is in the 9 proven principles on why everyone right now is saying I'm in rank advancing a superstar before pay period deadline. I'm rank advancing a superstar before pay period deadline. Okay? I'm going to do that. Number 8 out of the 9 proven principles is this. After becoming a superstar, you can now take people where they want to go. You can take people to where they want to go. Why? Because what you've done is you've mastered the basic building blocks of success. What are we doing here, man? Guys, what we're doing is not that difficult. We're getting customers and getting customer getters. Getting what? Customers and getting customer getters. Getting what? Customers and getting customer getters. That's it. So once you can acquire 4 preferred customers and enroll 2 agents that are superstar eligible, is it safe to say that you've mastered the basic building blocks of success? Yep. Why? Because you did it. Once you've done it, man, I'm telling you right now, the best feeling you're ever going to have is when you hit superstar. It's the greatest feeling you have. I'm telling you right now, somebody goes, man, how good does it feel to make, 7 figures? Not as good as it did when I hit Superstar. The best feeling I ever had in my career at Seacret is when I became a superstar. Once I knew I could do it, I knew I could become wealthy. Because I'm like, all I got to do is now go out there and help other people do it. I've mastered the basics. I've mastered the what? Basics. You've got to master the mundane, man. You've got to focus in and do the basics over and over and over again. And that's the deal. Once you master those basic building blocks of success, man, you know you can take people where they want to go. You know that right now that if someone just follows your direction, now you can take them anywhere because you became a superstar. You made it happen. You got the job done right now. I mean, you're a champion. Give yourselves a round of applause for making it happen, you guys. It's awesome. Some of you right now that's not a superstar, man, that round of applause is in advance, but we already know you're going to accomplish it. See that one? So that was it. We just gave you a little, that's like a loan on recognition. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God, this is number 9. One of my favorites, okay? This is number 9 out of the 9 proven principles on why everyone is saying right now, I'm rank advancing to superstar before pay period what? Before when? Pay period what? Come on, you guys. You got to know what we're doing, man. Some of you right now don't know what play we called. See, you've got to be in the huddle, man. You've got to be aware. Okay, everybody right now saying, look, you know what, I'm going to become a superstar before pay period what? Deadline. Which is Sunday night at 11:50 what? 11:59. Okay, here it is. Number 9 is, guess what? Okay, you're enroll 4 and pay no more testimony is the catalyst and the driving force behind BATFAP. Yeah, man, book a party from a party. Yeah. There it is. See that? So once you add that, guess what? Enroll 4, pay no more. You out there and you tell your testimony, man, yeah, I'm getting these free products from this company. People are like, what? Yeah, I'm getting these free products. Try these products. That's ridiculous. You know how much they cost me? How much? Oh, they're free. Huh? What do you mean they're free? Yeah, I invited a couple of you over to my house, had a little party, and boom, next thing you know, I got free products. They're going to be like, can I do that? So that testimonial is what's going to help you book a party from a party. You got to have that testimony of your free product. Your free what? Product. For life. You guys see that? Free products for life. Everybody help me out and say free products, for life. That's the deal. So here's what we're doing. Your enroll 4, pay no more testimony is going to be the catalyst and driving force from a book, the BATFAP. The BATFAP. Okay, we're booking a party from a party, okay? So everybody understand why how many of you got a better understanding and a firmer grip on the 9 proven principles of why everybody's saying, look, you know what, I'm going to be a superstar before pay period deadline. How many of you got a better understanding of those 9 proven principles? If you do, say aye. Aye. Man, I'm getting fired up. Woo. Guys, here it is. For your notes, Joe Namath said, when you win, nothing hurts. There it is. When you what? Win, nothing what? Hurts. That's the deal. So we got to start, guess what? Winning. Brand new agents. We got to get you to win. That's right. That's our objective. So how are we going to get you to win? Let's talk about it, okay? For your notes, we got to create momentum. First thing you have to ask yourself is, what is momentum? Okay, best example of momentum I've ever heard in my life was by a gentleman by the name of John C. Maxwell. It says momentum is like a train moving at full speed. The train will smash right through a brick wall and keep moving. Okay? However, a single rock placed properly can prevent that train from getting started at all. What does that mean? That means when a train's going at full speed, it can crash through a concrete wall. A brick wall, just smash right through it. But that same train, guess what? With a little brick right under it, can't even get going. Can't even get off the tracks whenever it's dead stopped. So the difference is it's the same train. The difference is what? The only difference is what? Momentum. Momentum is the leader's best friend. So how do you get momentum? How do you get momentum? Here's the deal. Let's talk about it, okay? This is momentum. Okay, how can you create momentum? Number 1 is this, victory. There it is. Number 1 is what? Victory. Number 1 is what? Victory. And I like what Winston Churchill said. Winston Churchill said, what is our aim? I answered only one word, victory. Victory at all costs, victory in spite of all terror, victory however long or hard the road may be, because without victory, there's no survival. Woo! Can you imagine somebody said that? That's genius. I love it when people say stuff that's just genius, because then I just copy and paste. You guys see that? Watch this. Victory. Victory, guess what? Victory equals high morale. So how do you create high morale? Through what? Victory. Victory is the parent of high morale. Do you guys see that? Victory breeds high morale. High morale becomes a reality because of victory. Victory, guess what, is the gateway to high morale. The gateway is victory. So we got to get victory right when? Now. Why? Because high morale. High morale is what is the gateway to momentum. When you have momentum, you guys, it's unbelievable. I can remember, you guys, my first $90,000 and 90-day run. I did. Made 90 grand in 90 days when I was 18 years old in this industry. What? And I'm telling you guys, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm telling you guys it was unreal, but it wasn't me. This was back in 1996. It was momentum, man. Once you have momentum, anything can happen. It just starts going like wildfire through a dry brush field. Just like wildfire. Just. But how do you create momentum? Momentum is created by high morale. And high morale is created by what? Victory. Victories, man, that's the deal. When a brand new agent gets in, guess what? Boom. Help him become a superstar. Now the morale is what? High. Okay, and now you're going to create momentum. Momentum is very easy to understand. Very easy to wrap your head around, but you've got to create what? Victory, man. Because victory creates high morale. High morale creates what? Momentum. So guess what? Victory gives birth to high morale. High morale gives birth to what? Momentum. So momentum is, guess what? The leader's best friend. It's the leader's best friend. So how many of you want to learn how to be able to create more victory? If you do, say aye. Guess what? This is powerful. Oh man, I can't believe you're about to learn this. This is the 11 essential steps to ensure that you will say, I am Seacret's newest superstar. Woo! Can you imagine when you say, I'm Seacret's newest superstar? God, that's going to feel good. First thing is, guess what? Start with the end in mind. Start with the what? End in mind. You got to visualize the result. Everybody help me out and say visualize. Visualize. You got to visualize the result, man. You got to ask yourself, what do you want to have happen? What do you want? And how do you make it happen, you guys? Very easy. You got to visualize it. So start with the end in what? Mind. That's going to get you fired up, man. So you got to be able to say, hey, look, you know what? I can visualize it. I can see myself saying I'm Seacret's newest superstar. I know I'm going to be saying it. Now, here's the deal. How do we do it? Number two is guess what? Realize this is out of the 11 essential steps to ensure that you're going to say I'm Seacret's newest superstar. This is out of those 11 essential steps to ensure that you're going to say, look, I am Seacret's newest superstar. What's going to get you to say that? Number two is, guess what? Avoid the emotional roller coaster. Avoid the emotional roller coaster. People don't want to follow people that can't control their emotions. People do not want to follow people that can't control their what? Emotions. So don't jump on the emotional roller coaster. You got to decide right now that guess what? No matter what, I'm going to be saying, hey, look, you know what? I'm Seacret's newest superstar. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can get in my way. If somebody says, hey, look, you know what? Jump on the emotional roller coaster. You know what? I'm going to have to pass on that bad boy. Okay? Here it is. This is powerful. This is number 3, one of my favorites. Now remember, this is from the 11 essential steps. It's going to ensure, okay, you're going to be able to say, I am Seacret's newest superstar. These are the 11 essential steps. Okay, so you're going to be able to say, I'm Seacret's newest superstar. Number 3 is raise your belief system. Raise your what? Belief system. You got to raise your belief system to a point where you know that no matter what, you're going to make it happen. You got to raise that belief system to where you know that, guess what? I'm going to become a superstar. I am going to make it happen. I'm going superstar no matter what. I'm going to become a superstar right when? Now. Nothing can stop me, man. Over, under, through. I'm going to make it happen. And you raise that belief system because you know that if other people can do it, then guess what? You can do it. You already know that. You're 100% convinced of it. And here's what happens, okay? If one person can, then it's possible that you can too. So if one can, we all what? You got to believe, man. You got to believe. You have to know without a shadow of a doubt you're going to be able to say, I'm Seacret's newest superstar. Can you imagine? There's going to be a moment in time where you're the newest superstar in Seacret. That's it. Done. That's going to be the best feeling on the planet. So how do we do it, man? You've got to realize, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have that belief system. You've got to know without a shadow of a doubt in your mind that you've got what it takes. Who has what it takes? You got to be able to know it, man. You got to know that you got it, okay? Oh, my God, I love this one. This is from the 11 essential steps to ensure that you're going to be able to say, I'm Seacret's newest superstar. I'm Seacret's newest superstar. This is number 4 out of the 11 essential steps. Number 4 says, make a 100% total non-negotiable commitment. Oh, I love it. For your notes, Make 100% total non-negotiable commitment. People will be afraid not to join you when they know that you know where you're going. People will be afraid not to join you when they know that you know where you're going. See, when nothing can resist the human will that will stake its existence on its purpose. See, once you decide, hey, look, you know what? I'm going to become a superstar. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to get the job done. I'm stepping up. I will be a superstar. I'm going to make it happen before pay period deadline. I'm going to get the job done. I will be able to say, no matter what, I am Seacret Superstar. How do I get there? Very easy. I've got to make that 100% non-negotiable, non-debatable commitment. God, I'm getting fired up. Here's what happens. Number 5. This is from the 11 essential steps to ensure that you're going to be able to say, I'm Seacret Superstar. Number 5 is the 5 P's. What are the 5 P's? The 5 P's: proper preparation prevents poor productivity. Proper preparation prevents poor productivity. We've got to get prepared right when. Yeah. We got to get prepared for it, man. We got to get prepared right now. We got to say, look, you know what? I got to make sure that I notify my upline. You got to let the person right now that you're working with know that you're going superstar, that you're going to make it happen, that you're going to get the job done, that you're stepping up. Don't wait for them to chase you. You understand? You got to get after them, man. I'm going to do it. Help me. Help me. You know how to do it. Let me ask you a question. There's somebody in your upline that's became a what? Superstar. So if they became a superstar, do you think they can help you do it? Yes. Yeah. Say, how'd you do it? Help me do it. Boom, done. All you gotta do is duplicate, man. Copy and paste. No, we don't know. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We just got to get prepared. We got to get prepared to let our upline know. We got to get prepared to schedule the time we're going to talk about in a second. But number 5 is proper preparation for poor productivity. This is out of the 11 essential steps to ensure that you're going to be able to say, I am Seacret Superstar. How are you going to be able to say that? Number 6 is this: surround yourself. Okay, surround yourself with positive cheerleaders, not toxic dream stealers. Get around, guess what? The cheerleaders, the positive cheerleaders. Not, guess what? The toxic dream stealers. Somebody that's going to be your cheerleader, man, your biggest fan. That needs to be you. You got to believe, man, that guess what? You can do it. Get around cheerleaders, man. And I'm not talking about actual cheerleaders. I'm talking about someone that's going to cheer along your dreams. Someone that's going to lead the cheers. Someone that's going to lead the cheers about you. Somebody that's going to be fired up about you. Somebody that's going to be motivated about you. Get around the people that are going to be part of the encouragement club, not the discouragement club. Life is full of people that don't believe in people. I'm telling you guys right now, you got to believe. You got to believe right now that no matter what, you're going to be able to make it happen. Telling you guys, all you got to do is surround yourself with the right influences. There are people right now that want to recognize you. There are people right now that are dying to recognize you. There are people right now that are in this organization, right now that are in this room, that are looking at you going, I cannot wait for you to become a superstar. That's the deal. We're going to make it happen together. Man, I'm fired up right now. God, I didn't want to do this, but I'm getting fired up right now. All right, this is number 6. Here's the deal. Number 7. Oh my gosh, I love this one. Very powerful. This is number 7 out of the 11 essential steps to ensure that you're going to be able to say, I am Seacret Superstar. I am Seacret Superstar. I am Seacret Superstar. You got to be able to say that. How are you going to be able to say that? Number 7 is take full advantage of the system. Take full advantage of the what? System, man. You got to know right now, 10:59, every morning, you know you're dialing into that conference call. There's nothing that can stop you from that. That's right. Something like I have work well perfect between 11 and 11:30. That's your break time. Right? That's the time where you put the little earpiece in. You see what I'm saying? Put the little earpiece in. You know what I mean? No matter what, you got to know that you're getting on that conference call. You're going to take advantage of the system. Right when? Now. Take advantage of the system no matter what. That's going to ensure you cannot consistently get on the conference calls and take notes on those conference calls without becoming a superstar. It's actually possible. Why? Because we're going to fire you up, man. I'm telling you guys what. Now's the time more than ever before. You got to get committed to the system. Here's the thing you have to take a look at. Number 8. Number 8 is this, okay? And this is out of the 11 essential steps to ensure that you're going to be able to say, I'm Seacret Superstar. Number 8 is be a good finder, not a fault finder. Be a what? Good finder. Good finders, man. Prime example, this would be what? This is for your notes. It's not in there, but you might want to flip it over on the back. There's a little area for extra notes. 1 + 1 is 2. Write this down, you guys. 2 + 2 is 4. 3 + 3 is 6. 4 + 4 is 7. 5 + 5 is 10. 6 + 6 is 12. See what I'm saying? See, everybody goes, look, you know what? I'm a fault finder. 4 + 4 is not 7. It's wrong. Because we're programmed to be negative. Programmed to find things that are wrong with stuff. That's how we are. Why? Because we grew up in a society around a bunch of people that are not successful. Financially. Doesn't mean they're not successful in other areas. But in order to be successful in any area, you've got to be a good finder. You got to look for what's wrong with stuff. You have to look for what's right with stuff. You got to be like, oh my God, look at all these that are right up there. Dang. Well, first thing you're looking for, man, some of you guys are like, oh my God, some of you guys are like insane fault finders. Like you're like over the top, man. You just go around trying to find stuff that's wrong. That's not correct. You know what I mean? The key is to make a lot of money. How do you make a lot of money? You have to say, man, you know what? How many problems are up there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 out of 6 is pretty good. 5 right? Man, that's pretty dang good. 5 out of 6? What would happen if you batted 5 out of 6 every time you got up to the plate in baseball? Yeah. They're going to rewrite. Yeah, it's a different game. They're going to change the game because of you, okay? Seriously, you got to be positive. You want to be a game changer. So be a good finder, not a what? Fault finder. Got to get excited. I love it when people complain. Because I always ask them, what do you like best about that? What's your favorite part about that? Nothing. Great. I'm so positive, guys, it's incredible. I don't even have weaks. I have strongs. I'll tell you guys something. That's how positive I am. You guys don't even know how positive I am. I'm so positive, I don't have an alarm clock. I have an opportunity clock. If that thing goes off and you hear it, you have an opportunity to become wealthy. See the difference? It's my attitude, man. It's ridiculous. It's infectious. I'm like positive. I can infect you with positivity. That's why everybody wants to get on these conference calls, because they know they're going to get jacked out of their mind. Basically, we know number 8 now, by now. Oh, man, I'm ready for this one, one of my favorite ones. This is out of the 11 essential steps to ensure that you're going to be able to say, I'm Seacret Training Superstar. Okay, overbook. Everybody help me out, say overbook. Over what? Book. Overbook your schedule with money-making activities. Overbook your schedule with what? Money-making activities. That's going to ensure you're going to be able to say, I am Seacret Training Superstar. I am Seacret Training Superstar. Why? Because guess what? You overbooked your schedule with guess what? Money-making activities. Now guess what? Number 10. Oh, man, I love this one. This is from the 11 essential steps to ensure that you're going to be able to say, I'm Seacret Training Superstar. Out of those 11 essential steps, it's going to be able to make you say, hey, look, you know what? I am Seacret Training Superstar. Number 10 is track your progress. Everybody help me out and say track. Everybody help me out and say track your progress. Okay, we're not as good, but hey, look, we're getting better. You got to track your progress. You got to get your superstar tracker, put it in your face. There it is. How many superstar trackers do you have? How many superstar trackers do you have? Some of you only have one. I just ordered 5,000. Wow. I just ordered 5,000 superstar trackers. Why would I do that? Because I'm committed to creating some what? Superstars. See how smart that is? Not because I'm going to hit superstar 5,000 times. See that? Why? Because you're going to either organize or agonize. You got to get organized or you're going to what? Agonize. So you have to track your progress. You got to know, hey, man, where's my SU card? Oh, my God, it's right here. Somebody trying to get it. But I keep my SU card in my pocket. With my what? Ticket. Why do I do that? Because I'm a genius.
There it is. Smart.
And I'm telling you, people try to pick your pocket. So you got to be careful. Do you know how valuable one of these is that has like 9 punched off?
No, priceless.
Oh my God. You're going to have people like devastated, like, oh my God, somebody took my SU card. Say, that's okay, it's only 9 weeks.
Oh, man.
You have to wait another 9 weeks, man, to get all those trainings again in order to get credit. And I know some of you are like, well, that's just not fair. Guess what? We're going to make sure you make it. We're going to make sure you make it. That's why you got to get organized. Life isn't fair. Keep your SU card close to your heart. See what I'm saying? Telling you guys, man. Track your progress, man. How many, you have to ask yourself, are you on the daily conference call? Do you have your superstar tracker? How close are you on your superstar tracker? What do you need? What is still required? How many SUs do you need? How many more SUs do you need to get punched off in order for you to graduate? What courses are you missing? Not after today. Today you're going to walk out of here, hopefully if you're taking notes, with the credit for this course. So you got to track your progress. Right when? Now. Right when? Now. You got to get organized, man. Now this is number 11. Ooh, ah. Get ready for this one. This is number 11. This is out of the 11 essential steps to ensure you're going to be able to say, I am Seacret's newest superstar. What's going to have you saying that? Number 11 out of the 11 is get excited and passionate. Everybody help me out and say, get excited. Get excited. Passionate. Passionate. That's the deal, man. You got to get excited and passionate. Why is that? Because the most powerful weapon is, in fact, a human soul that is actually on fire. That's right. Light yourself on fire. People come watch you burn. Get passionate. Get excited, man. Get fired up. Right when? Now. Right when? Now. How many of you by now have got a better understanding of the 11 essential steps to ensure that you're going to be able to say, I'm Seacret's newest superstar? If you do understand better, you have a higher level of awareness and understand why right now is the time. If you do, say aye. Aye. If you have that awareness, say aye. Aye. Man, you guys are going to be fired up. God, this is good information. Yeah. Ooh, wee. 3 Ds. This is out of the 3 Ds. What are the 3 Ds? There are 3 Ds of this business. The first one's called desire. You've got to have a burning what? Desire. A burning what? Desire. You have a burning desire right now like never before. You have to have a burning a desire, burning obsession, man. You got to get so fired up about your unfolding future. Why? Because your future's not what it used to be. That's right. Get excited about that, man. Fired up. So you have to have that desire. And that desire is in all of us. You have the ability to be able to transform your life. You got to know that. If one can, we all can. All you got to do is go superstar. Once you do, you guess what? You know now you got to copy and paste. Done deal. Desire. Everybody help me out and say desire. Desire. Number 2 is discipline. You got to have discipline. That's the deal. For every discipline activity is a multiple reward. It's easy to do the discipline if guess what? If you want the desire to come reality. But you have to be able to have that promise in the future, because if the promise of the future is not clear, the price to pay is not easy. There's some changing involved. You got to grow. You got to develop, man. But guess what? You've got to be disciplined. You've got to have that desire, and you got to have the discipline. You got to know that, guess what? You got to call into that call. It's going to be hard sometimes to call into that phone call. Because sometimes you're going to have a low battery, not have a charger. You're going to have to go around and get a charger. You understand? It's not going to always be easy. Sometimes you're going to be driving, and you're going to have to put it on speakerphone. Sometimes you're going to have it and you're going to be driving and you're going to be listening on your Bluetooth. It's not always going to be easy to dial the right phone numbers in sequence, because sometimes you're going to miss up. You see it? You're going to try to push 213 and put the phone number, and you're going to push 313. So guess what? You've got to be disciplined. Everybody help me out and say discipline. Discipline is a bridge between goals and accomplishments. You got to be like discipline, man. Every day without fail, I'm going to be on that conference call. Come on, man. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to win? Well, Tim, you don't understand, it's hard. No, being broke is hard. Not having the ring is hard. To get away 7-figure rings. How many of you want a 7-figure ring? If you do, say aye. Aye. Time to do it is right when. Yeah. Right when? Yeah. Guys, you got to be disciplined. People tell me, man, discipline's hard. Not for me. Being broke is hard. Being disciplined, easy. Broke, hard. We got to get disciplined. Got to get on that call every morning at 10:59. No matter what. Number 3. Why do you have to get on that call? Because the call is going to give you the last 3 of the triple Ds. It's called direction. Everybody help me out and say direction. It's all we talked about tonight. If you want to become wealthy, you've got to have a sense of what? Direction. You got to have direction, man. The direction is find somebody that's not a superstar, make them a superstar. Right when? Oh, man, some of you don't have to look that far. All you do is look in the mirror. And you're going to find someone that's not a superstar. Grab that person and make them a superstar. One of my favorite quotes of all time is by Johann von Goethe. Guy was a German poet. Here's what he said. He says, treat a man as he is. Treat a man as he is, and he will remain as he is. But treat a man as he could be, then he'll become what he should be. Treat somebody for what they are, and you only make them worse. But if you treat them for what they could be, they'll become what they should be. I wish I could teach that to every youth football coach in the country. All I did today was tell these kids over and over and over, you're a champion, you're a champion, you're a champion. Why are you such a champion? God, I didn't know you were this good. Man, I'm so fired up to have you on this team. Man, I'm the luckiest coach on the planet. Got those kids so jacked up. Why? Because I know that if I treat them for what they could be, they'll become what they should be. If I'm going to unlock that potential, man, I've got to talk to somebody as they are a leader. We're about growing people, man. I grow people. Think about that. Why? Because a tree will grow as much as it can. A bird will grow as much as it can. The human brain and a human is the only thing that won't. The only species that won't grow as much as it can is the human. Wow. Some of you guys, if you could get a glimpse of your unfolding future, you guys, you wouldn't know even how to sleep. Because you'll be so excited because you know for the first time in your life you're going to be able to make it happen. So here's the deal. Treat a man as he is and he'll remain what he is. Treat him for what he could be, he'll become what he should be. Okay, here's the deal. Guess what that means? That's going to segue right into what? The 8 non-debatable reasons. Everyone is saying, I'm making everybody on my team a superstar. Everybody right now saying I'm making everyone on my team a superstar. Why are they doing that? Number one is your team's residual income is going to grow 6 times faster than everybody else. 6 times faster. Why? Because you're going to have, guess what, 4 preferred customers and then 2 sponsor people that are what? On auto reorder. What happens when you do that? That means now you have what? 6. Guess if you're going up against somebody that doesn't have any superstars. Now that organization, who's going to win? The one that's got the superstars or the one that's just building agents that aren't superstars? Think, man. How many of you want to become wealthy? If you do, say aye. Aye. Then guess what you have to get in the habit of doing? Developing what? Superstars. Why? Because it's going to take your residual income and grow it by 6 times. How many of you guys want a 6 times bigger residual income? If you do, say aye. Aye. Guys, all we got to do is guess what? Start developing superstars. So number 1 out of the 8 non-debatable reasons why everyone is saying right now, I'm going to make everyone on my team a superstar. Number 1 is your income, your residual income is going to grow 6 times faster. For your notes, by the way, you want to write this one down. This is on your paper. This, by the way, guys, oh my gosh, this is out of the 8 non-debatable reasons. Everyone is saying, I'm making everyone on my team a superstar. I am making everybody on my team a what? Superstar. Why is everybody saying that? Why is everybody right now saying, I'm going to make everyone on my team a superstar? Let me tell you why. Because your team will rank advance 6 times faster. Let me ask you this question to become a Ruby. How many preferred customers do you know are left and right? 1,000. How many? 1,000. How many? 1,000. What about to become a gold? 250. See that? So what does that mean? That means guess what? If every time you're getting 6 preferred customers or 6 replenishments, 6 customers on auto reorder every time you create a superstar. Why? Because guess what? You have to have how many preferred customers? 4. And then you have to have 2 agents that are what? Superstar eligible and on auto reorder. It's a no-brainer. What's 4 plus 2? 6. Let me ask you this question. Right now is the time. How many of you want to rank advance everybody on your team 6 times faster? If you do, say aye. Aye. Now's the time more than ever before. We got to turn our organization into a superstar creating machine. Right when? Now. Right when? Now. We got to get fired up right now more than ever before about creating some superstars. Your team's going to rank advance 6 times faster. This is number 2 out of the 8, by the way. Non-debatable reasons why everybody's saying, look, you know what? I'm going to make everyone on my team a superstar. Number 3. This is, by the way, number 3 in the 8 non-debatable reasons everyone's saying, hey, look, you know what? I'm going to create everybody on my team a superstar. I am making everyone on my team become a superstar. Why? Because your team will become armored. Okay? You're going to be armored against SNIOPs. Right? The susceptibility of negative influence of other people. Do you want to armor coat your people? Let me ask you a question. Do you want your people to get knocked out of the box or do you want to lock them in? Lock them in. The best way to lock them in long term with us is to help them make a lot of what? Money. Make a lot of what? Money. Let me ask you a question. If you're making an extra $1 million a year with this opportunity, are you going anywhere? No. If you're making $1 million a year, you pretty jacked up? Yes. What if you're making an extra Even if you're making an extra $500 a week, how many of you guys would take that money? Lock your people in. How do you lock them in? Make them a lot of what? Money. Make them a lot of what? Money. How do we make people a lot of money? The first step is make everybody what? Superstar. What would happen if your team turned into a superstar creating machine? It's like basically taking rabbits and putting Viagra in their water bottle. So I've heard. Now, here's the deal. This is number 4 out of the 8 non-debatable reasons everybody's saying, hey, look, you know what? I'm making everybody on my team a superstar. Right, Win? Now. Everybody's saying, hey, look, you know what? I'm making everybody on my team a superstar. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, number 4, simplicity breeds duplication. Simplicity breeds duplication. How many of you want to duplicate a monster organization? If you do, say aye. How do you duplicate a monster organization? Just keep it simple. Everybody help me out and say simple. Simple. That's the deal, man. You got to make it simple, right, Win? Now. Right, Win? Now. You got to make this business simple. How do you make it more simple than 2 and 4, 2 and 4, 2 and 4, 2 and 4, 2 and 4? 2 agents superstar eligible, 4 preferred what? Customers. 2 agents that are superstar eligible and 4 preferred what? Customers. How many agents superstar eligible? 2. How many agents superstar eligible? 2. How many preferred customers? 4. How many preferred customers? 4. Get the stickiest 4 you can get. Sticky. Everybody help me out and say sticky. Sticky. You want to teach people how to get the stickiest customers. Where do those sticky customers come from? Those are the I owe yous and I love you groups. The I love you groups are the perfect sticky customers. Why? Because every time they look in the mirror, they say, look, I look good because I'm using these products. And at the same time, every time I put these products on, guess what I'm doing? I'm helping so-and-so retire his mom. I'm helping so-and-so retire his wife. I'm helping so-and-so retire her husband. You understand? It's powerful, man. Start creating residual customers, sticky customers. Have them fall in love with the product. Why? Because every time they use the product, it helps you obviously stay qualified. So here's the deal. Simplicity breeds duplication. Simplicity breeds what? Duplication. Simplicity breeds what? Duplication. That's the deal, man. Simplicity breeds duplication. That's number 4 out of the 8 non-negotiable reasons. Everyone's saying, hey, look, you know what? I am making everybody on my team a superstar. Right? Win? Yeah. Bam, you guys are firing me up right now. This is, by the way, number 5. This is number 5 out of the 8 non-debatable reasons everybody's saying, I am making everybody on my team a superstar. Everybody on my team. Okay? I'm making everybody on my team become a superstar. I'm making everybody on my team become a superstar. Number 5 is put the law of explosive growth to work for you. Put the law of explosive growth to work for who? You. For you. Okay? How do you do that? To add growth, lead followers. To multiply growth, lead what? Leaders. Lead what? Leaders. How do you develop a leader? Very easy. How do you develop a leader? By creating a what? Superstar. That's the first step, man. First step in creating a leader is getting somebody becoming a what? Superstar. Why? Because when someone becomes a superstar, they say, I can do it. Now you're empowering them, you're equipping them, and you're setting forth the emotional momentum that's going to change your life. That's number 5. Number 6, for your notes. This is out of the 8 non-debatable reasons everyone's saying, I am making everybody on my team a superstar. Everybody on my team must become a superstar. Okay? This is number 6 out of the 8 non-debatable reasons. Everyone is saying, I'm making everybody on my team become a superstar. This is number 6. The slowest way to royale. The slowest way to royale is to focus on royale. The fastest way to royale is focusing on developing super what? Star. Super what? Star. So if you focus in on superstar, it's going to be the fastest way to become a royale. If you become a royale right now, something good happens to you. You're going on what? You're going on the royal flying. How many of you guys want to go on the royal flying? If you do, say aye. Aye. You don't want to miss that. The company's going to be flying all the royals to this out to the corporate headquarters to meet all the owners, to meet all the founders, to meet everybody, go on the tour of the facilities, warehouse, have dinner with the owners. All of the royals that become a royale this month are getting that opportunity to be able to do that. Wow. How many of you, by a show of hands, want to qualify for the royale flying? If you do, say aye. Aye. Guys, it's a no-brainer. Everybody wants to do it. How do you qualify? You got to go to royale. What's the fast way to go to royale? Focus on creating what? Superstars. Focus on creating what? Superstars. Focus on creating what? Superstars. Slowest way is to focus on becoming a royale. Slowest way is to focus on becoming a royale. If If you want to ensure that you fail, focus on becoming a royale. If you want to ensure that you succeed, focus on creating superstars. Focus on helping people get what they want, you're going to get what you want. Be so busy giving out recognition that you don't need any. Wow. Be so busy developing leaders that that's all you can get. I'm telling you what, become obsessed with it. Oh, man, I'm getting fired up. Slowest way to become a royale, focus on royale. Fastest way to get to royale is by developing what? Superstar. Developing what? Superstar. Developing what? Superstar. That's where everybody's saying right now, look, you know what, I'm making everyone on my team a superstar. Number 7. This is one of my favorite. This is out of the 8 non-debatable reasons why everybody's saying, look, you know what, I'm making everybody on my team a superstar. I'm making everybody on my team become a superstar. Everybody on my team, man, they're going superstar. Why? Because of number 7, okay? You're going to strengthen the relationship with your team. You're going to strengthen the relationship with your team, okay? People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Focus in on other people's success, and your success is going to be guaranteed. Success is like spraying perfume on somebody, man. You can't spray it on somebody without getting a little bit on yourself. Make everybody else successful, and you automatically become successful. Right now is the time, man. We've got to find people that aren't superstars. Some of you right now, you don't have to look that far. All you got to do is go in the mirror, look in the mirror. Boom, found somebody that's not a superstar. We got to make a superstar right when? Guys, we're creating wealth here, man. We're creating wealth inch by inch. That's the deal, man. When it's inch by inch, that's when it's a cinch. RBR is when it becomes hard. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, man. We're going to make it happen. I'm fired up right now. Number 8. Oh, my God. This is number 8. Out of the 8 non-debatable reasons everybody's saying, I'm making everybody on my team become a superstar. Everybody on my team, they're going superstar. What's number 8? This is the reason why everybody's saying it right now. Is your team will begin to get excited, man, when the sole purpose is to create superstars. Your team's going to get so fired up. They're going to get so excited. They're going to get so passionate when the sole purpose is to develop new what? Superstars. Telling you right now, everyone in America would be 10 times happy if they just focus on helping other people. That's the deal. If you focus in on helping other people, man, you're going to be happy. I'm telling you right now, depression in this country, guys, it's out of control. People are depressed. They're sad. They're negative. Why are they so negative? Why are they so depressed? Because they're not helping anybody out. See, if you go out there and just help people, it's the greatest reward in the world. You just go out there and grow people, man. You just go out there and change people. You just go out there and develop people. You just go out there and help people become successful. Making sure everybody makes it happen. Making sure everybody on your team wins. I'm telling you what happens, man. Your life's going to change. How many of you want your life to change? If you do, say aye. Aye. Let me ask you this question. How many of you got a better understanding on the 8 non-debatable reasons why everybody's saying, look, you know what? I'm making everybody become a superstar on my team. How many of you got a better understanding of that? If you do, say aye. Aye. You guys already got it, man. You guys are going to be fired up. Ooh. Here we go. We're going to wrap this thing up. Pay attention, guys. The key to becoming successful, man, is understanding how to have persistence. Yes. This right here that I'm about to train you guys on, this comes from, guess what? Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. Wow. Yeah. Napoleon Hill trains on how to develop the habit of persistence. Tonight, I'm going to share with you, as we wrap this training up here tonight, exactly what it takes for you to be able to develop the habit of persistence. Here's how it works. Here's how it works. Starts off with the number one thing. The first thing is this: you have to develop a definite major purpose. That's the deal. You have to develop a definite major purpose. You got to have a major purpose, man. You have to have a chief aim in life, man. You got to know exactly what you're doing. If you're like, man, I know exactly what I'm doing, man. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm gonna make my life about helping everybody win, man. That's all my deal is, man. I just want to make everybody that comes in contact with me better than they were when I found them. It's my deal, man. Just trying to grow people, trying to develop people, trying to help people win. Guess who I help? I'm helping people that are willing to help themselves. You guys see that? I'm looking for lookers, man. I'm looking for people that want to make it happen. So it starts off by, guess what? You've got to develop a major purpose. What's your major purpose, man? What is your major purpose? Think about it, man. You got to know what it is. And now the deal is this. If you want to become a 7-figure ring earner, you want to become a millionaire, you want to become wealthy beyond imagination, you have to know what you're doing, man. You got to know where you're going. What do you want? What type of lifestyle do you want to have, man? There comes a point in time where you say enough is enough. I'm going to change my life right when now. You got to say, man, I'm doing it. I'm going to make it happen no matter what. I am going to change my life right here, right now. That's a mindset, man. Once you say, look, you know what, I'm going to develop, I have developed a definite major purpose. You have developed a definite major purpose. You have that clearly in mind. Then the second thing that you got to do is, guess what? You got to take continuous action towards your purpose. Day in and day out, man, you got to go after your purpose. Not on the days when you feel like it, not when it's convenient, man. Every single day, you got to take continuous action towards the attainment of your purpose. Every day, no matter what, we got to get after it. Why? Because this is our life, man. It's not a dress rehearsal. This is not a dress rehearsal, guys. This is not a scrimmage. This isn't a practice, man. This is it. This is as real as it's going to get. This is our life. And the time to change it is right now. You got to know it. You have to know without a shadow of a doubt in your mind, man. You got to take continuous action day in and day out. I like what Jerry West said. He said, look, you know what? You're never going to accomplish much if you only work hard on the days you feel like it. Why? Because action precedes motivation. Action precedes motivation. Think about it. We had to get fired up right when? Now. Guess what? How do you get fired up? By taking all-out, massive action. AOMA. My mentor told me, he says, Tim is all out. He called it short-term, speedy, all-out, massive action. How do you become wealthy in this industry? He says, Tim, it's easy. Short-term, speedy, all-out, massive action. Got to create momentum, man. Got to get it moving. So you have to take continuous action towards your purpose. You got to go in the direction of your dreams. Go in the direction of your dreams, man. Get after it. This is not a dress rehearsal, man. How do you do it? A lot of us, you guys, look, I'm going to tell you something right now. My dream when I was 6 years old was not to find a good lotion. You see that? I wasn't 6 years old, man. I got to find the right lotion. If I could just find a phenomenal lotion, man, my life would change. That wasn't the deal at all. I want to live a lifestyle second to none. A quality of lifestyle that most people only dream of. How do you do that, man? Very easy. You got to find a vehicle that can get you there. Seacret is the greatest vehicle on the planet. Seacret is the most phenomenal vehicle to help people change their life. People are winning so much of this opportunity. Brand new people are getting started, can become a superstar faster than ever before. People right now are doing that, and as a result of that, we got bronze popping, we got royales popping, we got silvers popping, we got everybody's winning. Why? Why is everybody winning? The reason why everybody's winning is because we're making it happen. Now is the time, man. You got to focus in and take continuous action every day, day in, day out, day in, day out. We got to go in the direction of our dreams. We got to get fired up, man. Right when? Now. We got to take all out massive action right when? Now. We got to know that we're going to make it happen. Number 3 is this. You got to close your mind against negative influences. Close your mind against negative people, man. Don't worry about negative people. You understand that? You got to just block them out. They're not worth your time. Somebody tries to neg you out. Someone tries to go to the restroom in your head, don't let them. See that? My mentor told me, he says, Tim, tell them that your head's a garbage can and it's already full of trash. You don't have any room for their trash. Guys, close your mind against negative influences. Don't listen to negative people. Take all out massive action right when? Now. Number 4, for your notes, open your mind. Open your mind to supportive influences. Get around people that are going to support you. Get around people that are going to encourage you. People that are going to believe in you. People that know that you've got what it takes. You've got to get around the people. That's why you get on the conference calls. That's why you come to the trainings. That's why you listen to personal CDs. That's why you turn your car into a mobile classroom. Why? To get around the voices of value. Get around the people that believe in you. You got to know, man, that you're going to make it happen. You got to know. People say, man, I want to become a superstar just so I can go to that superstar meeting at your house. I want to get in there, man. I want to get in the tent. I want to be around the top leaders, man. I want to go superstar just so I can get in on that. Everybody's saying that right now. Here's the deal. You can make it happen. You can win. You can succeed. But guess what? You've got to open your mind and get around the supportive influences. People that are going to encourage you. But the time to take action is right when? And it starts off, ladies and gentlemen, by taking Jim Rohn's advice. And we're going to wrap this thing up. Jim Rohn's here tonight. Can we give Jim Rohn a round of applause? Yeah. Thank you, Jim, for showing up here tonight. I'm going to get some advice from you. Jim said this. He said, don't let your learning lead to knowledge. Let your learning lead to action. Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. Let your learning lead to what? Action. Gertner said knowing is not enough. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. It's time to take what? Action. It's time to make it happen. Right when? Now. It's time to step up. Right when? Now. We got to get fired up. Right when? Now. We're going to make it happen. Right when? Now. Guys, it is time. Here's the time. Get fired up. Let's make it happen like never before. Everybody's ready to make it happen right now. Say aye. Aye. Man, we're fired up, you guys. Ooh, you guys are getting me jacked out of your mind. Here it is, guys. Let's talk about it real quickly. We're going to wrap this thing up. Let's get committed. Right here, right what? Now. Guys, get yourself on the daily. Ooh, God dang, that's beautiful. The daily development leadership calls. I'm getting on them. Here it is, guys. Right now, we're going to do a little call to action, then we're going to wrap this thing up. First step. What step? First step. You've got to be asking yourself right now, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to translate wisdom and faith in labor, man, to make it happen? Let's think what you got to do right now. First thing you got to do right now is become a superstar. No matter what. You got to say, man, I'm going superstar right when? Now. I'm going to make it happen right when? Now. I'm stepping up right when? Now. You got to know it, man. God, I'm getting fired up right now. Oh, man. I'm scared right now. I'm going to break something. Here it is. Number 2 for your notes. Number what? Ooh, guys, we already talked about number 1. Number 1 is become a superstar no matter what. Number 2 is this. Register now for the national. Register when? Now. When? Now. You got to get registered for the national right when? Now. Guys, you got to get registered for the national right when? Now. And graduate from SU right when? Now. Guys, you got to get committed to the process. You got to get committed right now to personal growth and development, changing your life, making it happen, stepping up. We got to get you registered. Number 3 for your notes. Commit to every conference call right when? Now. Get committed to every conference call right when? Get fired up, man. Make sure your team, when they get in, man, that you help them win, that you help them get down on those conference calls. And number 4, out of the 4 call to action steps, is this: develop a superstar on your left and develop a superstar on your right. Develop a superstar on your left, develop a superstar on your what? Right. We got to make it happen, man. It's time to get fired up. It's time to take over. It's time to step up. We're going to make it happen. Right when? Yeah. Guys, we're going to create some superstars right now like never before. Next week, I want you up here recognizing you right now. Let's get after it. Let's make it happen. You guys are champions.